Hi guys, welcome back. As promised, today I'm going to be talking about the basics of watercolors. Let's begin with the materials. First, I will be using artist tape to hold the paper in place, and it's also used to avoid leakage outside of the paper. Now for the brushes, I use a lot of two self-water brushes, and they come in different brush sizes, and they're very good for traveling artists or if you want a lot of precision in your brush. As you can see here, the traditional brushes that I normally use look super soft, and that's the main thing you want in watercolor brushes, to be soft and very absorbent to water. If you must compare the softness, I always feel like they are very similar to makeup brushes. I use this 3-4 brush for the background in large areas, and I think it's one of those brushes that everyone doing what I sometimes use color pencils as well. I'll be using this Sharpie blue ink pen, and also I normally use for drawings this Sakura micro pen, which is number 1 to add details, and then this Sharpie pen, I just bought it in quick white details. So let's see. Now for the paint, I will be talking further detail during the video about the paint, but the one I will be using in this video is the Artist Lab, which is a student level paint that is very good quality. The type of paper I'm using now is cold press from Canson watercolor pad, and it is very common paper among artists. There are another two types, hot press and rough. The hot press has a more smooth surface, while the rough, it has a lot of texture. So if you want to create a lot of texture, the rough is more recommended. However, the cold press, which is in between both of the two, it is more affordable, which means it's cheaper, and it is really nice, and it has very good quality too for quick studies or quick sketches with watercolors, I will say. And as you can see, it has thickness and it doesn't bend easily. So if we want to compare it to something thick, I will compare it to something over cardstock, since it holds more water than that cardstock will hold. On the side materials, have you should have tissue and towel paper at hand when drawing. I use the towel paper to clean the brushes and the tissue paper to clean the drawings in case I see too much water, and for specific techniques as well you can use the tissue one. For watercolors you need 2 containers of water, and you can use a third one too if you want. There's 2 options. I normally go for only 2 of the containers. I normally use one for clean water and the other one for cleaning the brushes. But I know some people use one for cold tones and the other one for warm tones, and then the third one to have clean water. But it all depends on you and the perspective that you want to achieve there. Now let's start talking about why you should start doing watercolors. If you are an artist that is just starting to learn art, this is a technique for you, and I will explain why. The next reasons I'm going to mention are not in order. I just put them thinking on what should be relevant to start working on this medium. So on the first reason, I have that supplies are cheap and easy to find almost at any store, like Amazon, Walmart, Michaels, Utrecht. Um, when I started working on watercolors, I used to find them on Walmart, and they are super cheap in there. They range from $20 to $40, depending on the level of quality that you want to have, I wouldn't recommend to go for the cheap ones, because those are not very good quality and you're going to end up thinking that you are doing something wrong when that's not the case. It is just that the quality of the material is not as good as it should be. Now, for the second reason, watercolors are safe and easy to handle against acrylic, oil, pastels. I will say too. Watercolors are easy to work because it doesn't have a strong smells, and the paint can off your hands and your clothes very easily. And they are super easy to handle because you can store them, as long as it's a dry place, you can store them at any place, and you can even carry them around to paint in your free time. And it doesn't occupy that much of a space neither, so that's why this is the second reason. It's super easy, safe, you know. So my third reason is that watercolors have more variety and vibrancy of colors than other mediums, and it is a fast medium, meaning that the painting dries quickly enough to let you work into the next layer as fast as 20 to 30 minutes, considering that oil painting can take up to 72 hours for you to be able to go back and work into a different layer without touching the one that you have under it. That's the main three reasons, I will say. However, I do have an extra reason, and I believe this extra reason is one of the most important reasons in the whole video, and it's because watercolors help beginners artists to don't stress out so much about the outcome but enjoy the actual process. And that's because watercolors are very difficult to, well, not very difficult, but they're a wild medium, I will say. When I start doing watercolors, I will remember myself stressing out about the water and paint. And once you stop stressing about the factors that could go wrong and focus only on what it could come out of the watercolors, then you can see that you will improve personally on your art, because you are not thinking about the mistakes. You're thinking that this is another piece that you are doing to get to a perfection state or to a better state on your art. And that's why I believe watercolors have helped me a lot through my art journey, and I always go back to them, and I think that's one of the main reasons to give it a try and enjoy the process of freaking out when you see that the water is going from one place to another. But definitely it should be a fun medium that we have, and it's super nice to learn it. So that's the my 4 reason, which is an extra reason, because if you remember from my last video I was saying only 3, but yeah, that's the 4 reasons. So I don't know what you're reading. You should be going on and trying watercolors, but before that you have to finish seeing the video, and I'm going to be talking now about the paint, or actually what type of paints are out there that you can use. And I will list the first one as school level, but I don't think it's called that. I just call it school level because it reminds me of the watercolors that we used to use when we were in middle school or elementary school, and it's very easy to use and everything, but it's super bad quality, and I wouldn't recommend to use that unless of course you're a kid or you're still in school before high school. And I mean, if that's what you have, you can try it out, but it's not the same, and it doesn't look as good as another level of paint should look. The second level will be student level, and it's the most common use when a person is starting into any type of medium. And the student level is cheap, but moderate cheap. It goes from $20 to $50, and normally it's very high quality. So it's good, and it's almost normally used during our colleges or our universities. Those are the ones that they tell the students to use. That's why it is called student level. Now for the artist level, which is the supreme quality, those are very nice, very expensive sometimes, but it is worth it. It is worth it to work with them. I have worked with some artist level watercolors, and they do look amazing, and they do the work for you. So it depends. I think it all depends on what you want to achieve. But I believe if you are in beginners, you're a beginner with watercolors, I think you should go for the student level, and let the artist level for when you know exactly the techniques that you can use for watercolors. That's just a recommendation. But if you want to go for the artist level, go for it. Some brands that I personally have tried that are student levels are the Artist Lab, which I'm using at the moment here in my painting. The second one is Winston and Newton, which has super quality and is super affordable too. And the third one, which is very common in Michael's and Joanne stores, is Faber Castell. And those three, I think those three are the more commons, the ones that you can find more easily, and the ones that you can afford more if you are broke or if you are just starting and you don't want to spend tons of money on watercolors. Now, for the artist level, those are the three ones that I always have a temptation to try. Actually, I have tried one of the three of them, but I wish I will have the three of them. So the first one, I hope I will pronounce this name correctly, and it's called Kurete Gansai Tambi. I'm going to put the name in the description below so you guys will know. It's very common and it's still in Utrecht. And it's super nice. I have worked through it in school. And it has very nice vibrancy. The colors are super nice and everything. So yeah, the second one, and that's the one that I have to buy again because mine just disappeared into thin air. I don't know. Is the Sakura Koi, which is a Japanese brand for watercolors, and they are super amazing. They have a very nice transparency, they have very nice quality, and they do the work. They really do the work. And if I have to choose one of the three artist levels, I will stay with Sakura Koi. If you want, I can definitely do a review on Sakura Koi watercolors if you want. So let me know down there in the comments if you want to. And the third one, and one that I have wanted to try the longest, is Torture F. Actually, no, sorry, Torture PH Martin's Radiant Concentrated Watercolors. What such a long name. Either way, those are like in kind of watercolors that are concentrated, and they look amazing. But from the list, those are the most expensive one. However, I can guarantee if you have seen one work done with those, you will want to buy them, because the first time that I saw someone doing a painting with those watercolors, I was mesmerizing. It was mesmerizing. I was amazed at how the colors flow to the page and how dark and vibrant the colors look. It is like a dream come true. So it is worth it. I'm just saying, if you don't want to spend $100 in just 3 colors, you should stay out of that one for now. But if you want to try it, it is definitely, I'm pretty sure it's definitely a pleasure to try. Hey guys, so I'm almost done with the painting, the background painting. As you can see, I'm just doing a few tweaks and tricks here, and I'm going to be doing also the inking of the lines of the painting, which I normally do for most of my drawings, but sometimes I don't do it. Then I prefer to leave acrylics and oil paintings without the lining, but for its illustrations I do like them, and they give a nice final touch. That's my opinion. So yes, we're almost done, as I say, and I hope that you have liked this video. I hope that you want to try watercolors now that you have heard my reasoning for trying the medium. And as I say, it sounds super difficult to start, but it's super easy, and you are not going to regret the decision to actually try them. So yeah, that's all for this week, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you want me to do a beginner's techniques for watercolors or any other type of video, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you're not. I normally post videos or episodes every Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. So yeah, if you like the content and if you enjoyed it, please share it with your friends, your family, and anyone that you think that will be interested in watching watercolors or starting watercolors. And soon we're going to be doing other types of videos. My next video will be another watercolor video, and that time it will be a watercolor video for Mother's Day, which is next Sunday. If you didn't know, if anyone here didn't know that next week is Mother's Day, you know now. So yes, so I was going to be doing a still life painting similar to the one that we did today. If you want me to talk about any topic during that video, let me know too. But so far, that's the idea that I have for next week. I hope that you will enjoy that one as well. Again, let me know whatever you feel, whatever you think about my painting, and whatever you think about the content. Thank you. And thank you for watching. Have a wonderful one. Enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe, everyone. I don't want any of my subscribers to be contaminated with the so infamous COVID-19. Thank you for watching again. See you next week. Bye.